Hi guys, welcome to another pickups video. I know it seems quite quick since you only got the last pickups video about a week ago, but in real time you're probably looking at a month, maybe 3 weeks to a month. So we don't normally buy this much stuff. We don't normally buy this much stuff, but recently we've had a bit of a splurge. So let's see what goodies we've got. First of all, I'll start off with this B-Boy. I know jack shit about it.
Oh, naturally fuck all.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Boom Funk MCs, you know. Freestyler and all that sort of stuff. It seems to be that sort of game, dancing and rhythm, so yeah, could be interesting. Second of all, Mr. RPG.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, what can you say about it, you know? Apart from the fact there's a remake coming out, that's going to be better as you buy that, but
Oh, we will. Yeah. Dirt cheap. It says £4, but I paid £2, so always worth getting. The next one, bit of a ridiculous title, this one. I know it goes for quite a bit on Amazon. Saw it really cheap in the shop, I had to pick it up. 7 Sins, and from what I know, it's exactly that. You do some weight training, you do some mini games. At the end of the day, you get lap bounds. So
it's kind of like smutty Sims.
It's for me, yes. And that's my PlayStation 2 gets for the month. Next on to my one and only Wii get, as you can imagine, being a massive Knights fan. Roughly 6-7 months ago, Tony picked the game up and he said to me, right, put it on, game with the controller. I thought, yeah, this is Knights as I want it to be. This is Knights. This is Knights as I remember, the new Knights.
And then
My name is Knights. What's yours? I'm Will. Will, huh?
they spoke.
And then I put the controller down. I want it says Knights on the side, it says Sega on it, so it's going on the shelf.
I had the same problem with Sonic Adventure though. I mean, I never liked it when they actually got Sonic speaking.
It was strange.
So
I got the Jack
give
version,
it some time. I mean, the biggest problem with that game is the way they change the actual core mechanics. It's not about collecting the balls and then putting them into the thing anymore. It's about beating, like, there's like a small minibus and you've got to chase it down and beat it. So they've changed that. That's what's messed it up. Not talking. You can get around that. But the actual part
it will.
It's still, you know, for what you normally pay for it.
My Wii U is set up so it will be given a go. Speaking of the Wii U, I purchased my first full price Wii U game. Surprise, surprise! It's Sonic. Reviews not been too positive. From what I've heard so far, they're calling it Sonic Galaxy.
Because that's what it is. You know, it's a blatant high-speed version of Mario Galaxy.
Featuring everyone's favourite blue hedgehog. So that should be my next to play game. So yeah, looking forward to that. On to the next one. Ninja Gaiden 3. I'm a massive Tomonobu Itagaki fan, and even though this game has absolutely nothing to do with him, I played the original Ninja Gaiden 3, thought it was bland and shit, and that is the most honest opinion you could ever say. The reason I bought this add-on is because it's the same game, but it's got some of the female characters from the Dead or Alive universe in it with their own levels.
It's Malibu Stacy, but she's got a new hat.
And it's going in my collection. The next game picked up, it's really cheap, been getting not too bad reviews. Basically play a vampire stealthy type game. The next game is, these two guys, Richard and Tone. I mean, pretty much you imagine them as bikers because they love their bikes. Ride to Hell. Originally, it did start out as a Sons of Anarchy game. And then it ended up being a game where you have full clothed sex. And that really should...
I've seen the footage and it just looks like... It looks almost like a so bad it's good game. And so many people have said that. It's just so dreadful that it's just funny, you know.
I mean, Richard will be taking it home tonight, and I don't think he'll be sleeping because he can pretend that he's little Jack's Teller running about in Charming. And another one I finally picked up, paid really cheap for this, £3. It's one of the ones I've not had in the collection, and for some ridiculous reason, this still fetches about £15. Have you played this game? One of the problems I had with this game when I originally played it was about a third level into it. It's a party come down to the hill. And you hit something, you hit 2 things in a row, okay? Now the problem you've got there is first time you hit it, you lose all the rings. Yeah, you don't get a chance to recover. You have to hope a ring bounces onto you before you hit the second item. If it does, you'll live. If not, you'll die. an error, Sega never updated. And it was a shit game.
You've not really mentioned all the random just falling through floors
Yeah.
for no particular reason.
Yeah, a great big solid floor, and then you just go through
Yeah,
it.
just running along and you fall straight through it. I mean, that's a flaw of a few of the 3D Sonic games, but it's worse in that one.
It's like they was into development for 6 months, and Sega decided, hey, it's ready, let's release it. My next bunch of games is going to be my Saturn collection. Christmas Nights, because I didn't have the slipcover. Nights as we know and love it, unlike the Wii version, which I should be playing soon. The next one, a very rare title on the Saturn, Courier Crisis. An oddly playable game. A really playable game. I spent very little time playing it, but generally, when you see a game like this, you think, yuck. But no, absolutely awesome. Continuing my Saturn collection, Sky Target. Been after this one for quite a while. Afterburner.
Afterburner.
Afterburner for the Saturn. The next game.
Much better than the Mega CD version.
The next game I bought, Shining Wisdom onto Tony.
Kind of a Zelda-y, rip-offy kind of thing, but it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game, but it's not the best of the Shining games, definitely. I mean, it's Shining Forces and stuff. Totally different style of games, but much better, you know. But,
my last Saturn pickup of the month, I know absolutely nothing about, but it's on my to get list. Dragonheart, Fire and Steel.
not a clue.
Not a clue. So we're really well versed in that one. Okay, on to my Game Boy pickups. Ridiculously cheap, £5. Shining Soul, Game Boy Advance.
Good Shining game.
Shining game, much awesome. I know absolutely nothing about, but it's on my to get list. Dragonheart, Fire and Steel.
Not a clue.
Not a clue. So we're really well versed in that one. Okay, on to my Game Boy pickups. Ridiculously cheap, £5. Shining Soul, Game Boy Advance.
Good Shining game.
Shining game, much awesome. And my PlayStation finds. I kicked punched because it was all in the mind. Finally joined these two guys. Been last, but I got there eventually. Picked up Parappa the Rapper. Weird fact I learned this week is that some versions of Parappa the Rapper feature a poster with the instructions on the back, and another version just features the instructions. Very strange. Don't know why they did that, but got on with the poster. The next one I bought because it's my absolute favourite style of games. You give me that Barbie and I am in heaven. If you look at my collection, I've got most of the Barbie games. This one, it just looks like Tomb Raider with Barbie, and I know that Tony's already earmarked it next, and Rich is going to borrow it in a couple of weeks' time, but looking forward to that one.
I hope people actually appreciate sarcasm.
Who said I was being sarcastic?
Mm-hmm.
And move on to my PSP games. There's a big theme with Sega going on with me. You'll
Yeah,
always
you do
notice.
see a kind of Sonic thing though.
Yeah.
It's,
Needed it. Cheap.
it's not actually that bad.
No.
It's not actually that bad.
Know nothing about it.
Give it a chance. I mean, it's like a
haven't
weird racing sort of. It's like a time trial racing thing against an opponent. But it's not bad. You know, there's worse Sonic games out there.
And my next pickup. Why have one when you can have two? Yeah, both really cheap prices. Picked up from a new shopping deal, so really good price. Next time, a game I've been after for quite a while. Just pure and simply because I could have it. King of Fighters on the PSP, you know, 94 through to 98. If you're a beat 'em up fan,
Yeah, it kind of works better with the PSP than Street Fighter games because the 4-button configuration as opposed to a 6.
yeah.
So it does definitely work a lot better on the PSP than Street Fighters.
Once again, not played it, but it's on the playlist. Pyro Pop. If you knew Pyro Pop, it's one of Sega's top puzzly things in Japan.
Originally banned Presto, actually.
But yeah, released by Ignition. My last PSP get is a game I know nothing about. Kaloom.
and cannot actually pronounce.
Yeah, it looks
Puzzling.
yeah, it looks puzzly. Something my wife.
It looks like
would
something
play.
on your mobile phone.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And it's by 505. So, right, my last pickup this month isn't a game. Been after one of these for quite a while, and a friend of ours, Duncan, we go way back. You know, if you know Duncan, you get a massive collection. It's nothing. He basically didn't want it anymore. He wanted a 360 game. Said, "Buy me this 360 game, and it's yours." So I've got this plus a stack of absolutely awesome Game Boy Advance games for a complete steal. And thanks, Duncan. Hello, boys and girls, and on tonight's supermarket thing, right? Yeah.
That's more manly than you normally are.